Apologies.
Yep. The only people in attendance are
DOT.
our DOT.
Good thing we aren't DOT. Trying to go for all the whole city.
Seats. I knew I was on beat here. So, that's the facade. Greater downtown parking inventory is the other big one.
So the public part of that,
Yeah.
it's just hope.
If you remember, there was a process 4 years ago, maybe more at this point, is that the tile was identified to be failing. They analyzed that. They said, this needs to come off, so you got to do something. They looked at traditional kind of facades. As we were doing that, there's always got to be a art component to a project. And that's when the art team, Michael Ogilvy and the city side said, hey, if there's going to be an art component, have you considered something that incorporates it maybe at a bigger scale? Thinking about what they had done at the airport, the hands on the exterior, I said, okay, well, let's talk. What does that look like to have art maybe be the main component of the facade? And when we started going down that road, we kind of realized that not only could we do it for about the same money, possibly even cheaper, but it could be way cooler than just concrete panels or whatever, just mesh. So that's where we landed. And so the public art is that kind of illuminated element that we had shown to you. And council office, we can share that rendering with you of what's planned for the Market Street garage facade.
The artist appears, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
1,000 apologies.
Welcome.
It's not 11 o'clock. You can stop it. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
The greater downtown parking inventory. We have $9.5 million there. Most of that has been allocated towards land acquisition at what's called the Lot B site. And we've got like $6.5 million earmarked for 2 parcels there. And then the build out land site, which is about $4 million. So you'll actually see more money being programmed in the garage, the facade, and garage, the downtown parking inventory in the next year's budgets. $1 million here, $1 million there, but all of those lines are retired. Where's the body? Body is at the corner of St. John and Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery, Barack Obama, Autumn, like in that. Oh, right.
Behind you.
Right next to the loading dock. Some of that additional monies will come from savings this year, mostly out of our minor facility improvements line item. So that is going to be underspent this year, and those funds will then fund the fund balance and then get allocated. Revenue control upgrades were in the very final stages. I know I've said that for multiple years now. Signing off on the acceptance of that project. So the last piece of that. Yeah. Security improvements. That's surveillance cameras mostly to replace our old system. The city had a citywide procurement that went out, didn't get the responses that they wanted or needed. So it's sitting kind of back burner right now. We're holding funds for when they get a contract in place to replace our systems. That's a list of both from the research side of the house on the back side of that. We've got 1.6 million in the Diridon SAP area reserve. Nothing currently in the parking transportation capital reserve, and that's really kind of but that's this year. You know, we are going to do some of those lines, hopefully minimally as we move monies from the operating fund into the capital. So pay back what we stole, used during COVID. From the left hand to the right hand. So in terms of what that means to the kind of parking fund as a whole, go back to page 2. Our beginning fund at the top there in 22-23 was 7.2 million. We're seeing the net 24 million pounds right now at mid-year is 900,000 negative, so it's decreasing that by almost $1 million. But we would anticipate that through the second half of the year, with revenues going up and expenses staying fairly constant, that number will start to even out because the transfers must happen. So if we were to consider only the transfers at 50% versus the 100%, that would be half of that amount, and our revenue should continue to go, in line with where they're at. The ending fund balance is likely to stay about the same.
Talking about the next year budget or that.
That is next item. What do we? So 5.2 is the proposed budget. So you'll see 3 columns, our estimated budget for this year and mid-year, which we just talked about, and then what we're proposing next year. See where we're staying, where we're looking at our fund balance, things as well, where they're at. So you're just about $8 million in fund balance. We're not projecting significant increases in revenue, just because the world isn't telling us that there's large tenants moving downtown, there's large movers and events. So we're flatlining revenue. I know we've talked over the years, it's not anticipated to affect 23-24, but things like development of the Boston property side at Prominent Plaza would hit the revenue. The city's contemplation of a partnership with San José and the state to redevelop Alpus building and the second San Carlos garage would affect the budget by about $1 million a year in revenue. So that's not contemplated here, that's out years, but it's something for us as we look at our budgets to be cognizant of. So revenue staying flat, expenditure side of things, again, more or less budgeting at kind of contract values and the slight increases based on those contract increment increases, as less higher. Now, through mid-years and stuff, we'll be ratcheting those down as reality starts to come into play. Again, this has been run by the budget office. The proposed budget has gone to them. It won't be inked until later in time of year. So when we eventually have an adopted budget, there's likely to be some shifts in that. Actually, guys, here's what's actually going on. So expenditures of $12 million, just about $3 million in operating revenue. We still have some transfers. We do not have anything programmed in the ice or roller arena as of current. See the transfers there, less than this year. We are transferring to the capital fund $7 million. Not that $7 million is being programmed in this upcoming year. It's that it's necessary to begin to fund out a 5-year program of our capital.
Where's that 7? Not 7, sorry. Where does 4.8 million?
That comes, that's the 4 point, that's a decrease of your beginning fund balance. So we started with 7.8. We're saying that we are going to decrease that by roughly 5. Mostly out of the $7 million transfer account.
So we'll have 3 left. Right.
Yes, yes. And I think, that
That would be
number,
helpful. You get the line on top here. I think I've said this before.
And we talked about it all the time.
But it just things add. It's kind of nice.
If you flip that over, you'll see the 5-year capital. This has the planned expenditure side of the house. As we've talked about, the norm is there's a concentrated lens of what we've got going on and where the needs are in the first year, not only what's happening in 22, 23, what we're getting that to be next year, and then a lot of cut and paste for the out years. So for 23, 24 elevator upgrades, we're adding $1.3 million. The garage facade, we're adding $2.25 million, and the parking inventory, $2.2 million. So those give us the funds necessary to do those projects. That's additive to what we've got already programmed in those to bring elevators online, the facade to completion, and the land acquisition and build out of the surface lot at million in the near run. Outside that, there's very little project program going on. There's kind of facility maintenance built into this.
So I can get to the $2 million next year, 2.6, right? Because we're ending with $3 million of reserves this year,
Yes.
right? So if you write, and you've been more or less writing a break-even budget, right? So you expend down your reserves fund 2.6. It's in subsequent years, then the assumption is
Keep going.
okay, that you have to run a profit of $2 million a year. This 2.1 that we have. So revenues either have to increase, right, which is entirely possible. Expenses have to decrease, which is no problem.
So it's $7 million, and correct me if I'm wrong, the $7 million being infused next year from operating over to the capital side isn't $7 million here goes to 1 year, the first year. That $7 million facilitates much of the capital ongoing. So what this is not a balance sheet for the capital fund. This is just programmatic expenditures.
Right.
So it's not showing you that start balance and using balance. Which may be what you're wanting to see. Or
I'm just trying to balance it.
Yeah,
That's all. I'm just
it's not
trying to-
as,
if we're like, the question in the back of that is, are we having to change any of our assumptions in subsequent years to make this capital plan happen? So, and if we're increasing our revenues 3%, to me, that's noise, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if the $2 million to me is enough that it's changing, that says we're growing our revenues $2 million, and maybe I've missed because over the years, the way you put this together. Well, my gut says you're planning on more revenue. And so something has, one of your assumptions on revenue.
actually, it's the opposite. Like we've got our working documents that we work on, to project out. It isn't necessarily part of the city process because, it's part of our day-to-day, operational, duties to say, okay, what are we doing? So it takes into consideration like how many loss, potential loss of second in San Carlos. So actually revenue goes down over some of those out years. No matter when that happens is wildly up for debate, but it does project that 15 million in revenue actually goes down to 13, 14 million.
And the expenses correspond.
Some,
Yes,
some,
at a direct one-to-one level, but operationally, the expenses for those sites are very little. Right. So it is a larger revenue and decrease in substance to the expense side.
Well, or pause, right? I'm just trying to balance.
So at the end of this 5 year, we have a 5 year rough source and use put together to inform the capital, to ensure that we are going to have a balanced budget, capital wise and operational wise. We were able to accomplish that without because we have a beginning fund balance in the capital budget right now. We have some money in there, some budget. But to your point, at the end of that potential 5 year plan, or if we get closer to the end of the 5 year, or if something changes, i.e. stairwell collapses in one of the garages, and something unknown happens, we will have a new, our reserves won't be, we don't have enough, we don't have any reserves at that point. And so we don't have a huge backstop, and we will at some point on this board have to start talking about ways to address the revenue shortage, which. So that conversation, yes, that conversation will need to happen in the next couple of years. Definitely. If we don't, even if we see the rebound, because as we point out, because I proposed our surplus, or we're going to lose those, so we're losing some revenue. We'll need to make up for that, and then some potentially. So we will have to have a conversation about, free parking that we're still giving away across.
I think just maybe to illustrate that, as I pulled it up, is that the parking side of the house in this 5 year from 23, 24 to 27, 28, the balance starts at 12.5 million and goes down to 2 million at the end. So it's a combination of infusion of monies from the operating side to build that up, but then the expenditure over the years. And then at the end, admittedly, we are not going to have big project monies in any of these years. And it does become maintenance from it.
One of the ways maybe I get comfortable with, because we're kind of, we're not seeing all the cards on this committee, right? And you have, we haven't seen them. You have in here 9, 10 some odd $1 million over at the SAP Center for land acquisitions. And assume, and I think the play is to build a garage there at some point, but that hasn't played out, so I won't go there yet. So I'll assume it's all flat land that we're buying, right? And that's what those monies go for. I don't think there's an assumption in here for revenue for that flat land.
Correct.
Right, and so paying $9 million out to buy that land, but we have no one's parking on it. It's just growing olive trees, or we're doing something on that land that's not parking. It's the assumptions that this committee is seeing. And the reality is, if we ever acquired that land and it wasn't going this way, it was just flat land, there would be at least some level of revenue stream.
I don't disagree with you. I guess it's higher than us as to mechanically how any lots that are built out there operate and how those revenues and where those go. We are the funding source for that development, not out of desire, but out of direction. But we aren't privy to yet. We do not anticipate being the operators of those lots. Let's put it that way.
Really? Okay.
That it is anticipated that the Sharks would operate them much like they operate everything else that the city owns out there, like the main arena and its parking lots.
The Sharks pay rent for those things.
But they don't pay it to the parking fund.
Okay, they pay to the city.
Correct. So that's why we do not yet have transparency on any of that relationship. I think we're just a little too far out from that. So I'm still.
Maybe in that way for now.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question. I know, this is the type of dialogue that's very important. It does, provide transparency, to a lot of things. We do get a little, binocular into what we're doing, but very good.
So to summarize, we pay to buy the thing and we don't get any revenue from it.
Potentially. That's the planning stands right now. So the city will likely get something, whether it's parking monies, TBD, they will get a vibrant arena. Right, maybe the store.
If we only had a team, sorry.
We discussed that earlier.
So where, is it this property right here at Autumn and
Yeah, here, I can
Montgomery
pull
and
it
West
up.
St. Well, look right here, check here.
Play house and share with everyone. You can put it
Oh, oh. That way the folks in the back.
There's a spring over there.
You're live.
Can see it.
Who do I have to wave to? Who am I?
There's a couple of deals.
Oh, they're hiding back there?
Yeah.
Let me share. Do you have any names for these people?
They came
That's
in.
odd, behind there.
There you go. Is it the really crap? Yeah, right there, right?
So, no, it's not there. It's the charts on that.
This is what we refer to as Lot E.
That whole thing,
This
the
whole,
charts on half of that.
the shark zone from here up to this gray roof building here. Right. So this section is the sharks, and they have agreed in principle that if and when we do build anything, they will throw those parcels in for,
Oh.
you know, call it $1. And then whatever's gonna be built there, surface lot or garage. The city already owns.
Is that killing down there? I haven't gone back there. Because I think it's green.
This is, yes, this.
So that, that was the killing.
Yes, the city bought that a couple of years ago and demoed it. The city is now acquiring this site here. And one of the houses, this house here.
So it doesn't include the Julian Street Inn?
Oh, I don't know anything by that. But in order to kind of capture the footprint of what could be lot E / garage, we would require one more residential parcel, which there's no funding currently, at least in the parking lot identified. Milligan, on the other hand, is wholly owned by the city, which is this parcel here. And will be built into a surface parking lot.
So you're gonna demo all those buildings?
All the buildings will be demoed, so they're going through all the CEQA process currently, they gotta go through. Oh gosh, fish and wildlife and all sorts of environmental. Because it's so close to the creek.
So we could bury it along that creek.
And what department of the city is running that project?
So Public Works is running it, you know, they've got handfuls of consultants running all the reports and analysis, putting the bid packages together, but it does fall, and we sit down with them weekly, bi-weekly to push this project. It's lingered for probably too long, in my opinion, but you know, every day I learn that our processes are not necessarily the fastest. But that will be 330 surface level parking spaces, the chargers, fully lit asphalt. All time, so.
Slow that down just a little bit so you can see.
That's the side east of Autumn, not the west, it's the 330.
Correct.
So that, I was looking at the little neighborhood, that's, no, the other way.
Oh, this here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a, I don't know, 8 or 10 houses each side of that street.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a secret problem, those folks. It just, right now,
I mean, the site is already working. It has been for decades, so I'm, to be honest, I don't.
It's hard. You know,
But
Yeah.
it is required, you know, certain fencing prescription is in the design, you know.
we used to have those guys all the time, you know, we just be good neighbors, buy them to Disney eyes or, you know, different things, just to, because it's, that's a hard. When you have all those, and then surface lots are one thing, right? And it's not that bad, but if I assume the CEQA analysis is not surface lots.
For that, for Milligan it is, for the Lot E it's another issue.
Yeah, so because that's gonna change the traffic pattern. And it's gonna be thousands of cars that are gonna be driving by that neighborhood rather than hundreds of cars.
So lot E is west of Autumn. Okay, got it.
Your Millions, I grew up exactly kitty corner to it. My family's in the domain. for the arena. So all of our friends still live in the Milligan, right, they were acquired by the Milligan property, and that whole section still follow the news there. I mean, it's a difficult area already because they aren't housing campus. I don't think the arena is really the biggest concern right now so much as.
Yeah, well, redevelopment originally, was involved in this, and Automix Parkway, Barack Obama now, was envisioned to continue straight up here through this. site. So that's still, and I think the city owns maybe one or two of these houses over here for that, and it's a longer conversation as to whether that happens.
That's a different.
Different animal, but that's so that is the 5-year capital.
Sure. So I brought all my stuff. Sure. I wasn't here in time. At an appropriate time.
Yeah, maybe that the tail end, we can hit nail on yours for sure.
I brought it. I'd like to.
Yeah, please. David had consulted with me on providing some information. He had done his own analysis and kind of just an overview look of some of the facilities and numbers that he'll share with us. Item 6, the ongoing discussion of the review of kind of meter reserves. Heather, did you want to jump on that, or do you want to?
Yeah, we can kind of take A and B together.
Yes.
So let's start with B. As chair doesn't want to, I'm assuming doesn't.
We have the vice chair.
Well, we have the vice chair. It's okay.
That's still out of the block. The boss is still here.
I just had to get a new job. So,
He said I was late. Like,
still enough. So B, curbside management, demand responsive pricing. There's several discussions. At one point during COVID, we paused those discussions and we kind of put it back on the work plan for some additional conversation after that requested 1-year pause. We are in the middle of the budget cycle, and I'm assuming many of you are aware of the mayor's efforts to formulate his budget message that should be out later this month. As part of that process, he put together 5 committees. Some of you may have been participants in those. One of those was the downtown vibrancy. The others are the clean neighborhoods, community safety, homelessness, and permitting process, planning permitting process. The downtown vibrancy portion or committee has put together some recommendations that went before council in the study session for discussion. Some of those are impactful to parking rates, parking validation program, parking free 90-minute parking. And so without understanding and knowing exactly how those are going to kind of pan out and what will be in the mayor's March 14th is when it's supposed to come out, budget message, we'd like to table those conversations until we have a better idea of what the direction of the city is going to be. So in a nutshell, that's where DOT has landed on moving that conversation further down on our agenda and further down on our list. And if appropriate, we will resurface it at a later time. We have questions.
When does he do a speech or is it an evening council meeting or day session?
It should be during the day session. Yeah, it's tentative for the March 14th. That may push, but if that's what they're targeting.
I just find it interesting because we have a state of the university address that's happening. Probably invited to whether you can make it or not, but that morning, 11 to 1 or whatever it is. And so there's a bunch of things obviously in the university and the city are working on.
Sure.
So it'd be nice to coordinate.
So then that's going to kind of dovetail into the discussion about the meter district area reserves. So as Aaron pointed out in his financial review, we are very far, $4 million delta between pre-COVID, when we were chugging along at our normal $19 million a year to now. And when we started these conversations about the reserves, that's the environment we were in. We're substantially, we're financially stable at $19 million revenue. Because of that significant gap, we've continued to have conversations that we, briefed you on last meeting. That we're having conversations internally with multiple departments that maybe have some input and touch point on this subject. And specifically when we were discussing most recently with the budget office, there was concerns about the level of revenue and what we're seeing as our rebound, and that we've kind of assuming that we're looking at we're flatlining kind of on the revenues, maybe as Charlie pointed out, a 3% increase or 3% trigger is really noise. We're not seeing that there's going to be a substantial increase in revenue. And then with what we potentially see on the horizon with possible decrease in facilities, that's a concern too. So until we have or closer to our $19 million revenue mark, we'd also like to table these discussions until we can kind of financially afford to start sharing some potential revenues. So wanted to give you that update and allow you opportunity to weigh in, comments, ask questions.
I think it just comes back to the equity of Japantown having meters versus every other retail neighborhood or cultural district in San Jose outside of Little Italy. Just kind of bring that back to the forefront. We are seeing, I mean, we have good numbers as far as people coming to the area, but and I don't mind the $2 an hour rate, it's stable, but we still have to mitigate the complaints that it's not fair for our visitors to be paying a fee when nobody else is. And I'm glad Valley Fair is charging for parking at Santana Row. We'll be bringing things online as you advised that they were going to be doing, because I think it changes the psychology around, paying to park someplace, but it's still not fair when it's compared to Willow Glen or the Alameda or any other retail district.
I actually don't question. I always do at least one for me, especially when we're perfect.
It's never
How
done.
did it come to pass that you ended up having meters?
It happened in the 80s, and
So
it was to encourage.
40 years ago.
Yeah, it was meant to encourage turnover. And
Requested by the people at the time?
it sounded like it was both. It was both the city and the people in charge at the time. But there was this understanding that if the meters want to be pulled out at any point, Japantown could opt to do so. And I'm like, that doesn't seem reasonable. I'm not opposed to meters in concept. I would like it to be fair, where some of the revenues come back to the infrastructure of the neighborhood, because, personally, the JBA, the Business Association, is paying for tree maintenance, street maintenance, banners. We're paying for these things because we have no revenue streams. Marketing, I'm working as the executive director by volunteer, just to keep the very meager $26,000 we receive from business improvement district fees going towards infrastructure, and just a little bit might help.
Thank you. I gave you an opportunity to expand on your comments.
Just maybe to touch on that,
I didn't know.
it's my family. If we change subjects wildly, we require the kids to say left field before they, so I'll say left field. Touching on how did the meters come to be, we actually started getting requests from Allen Rock Business District, east side of Allen Rock area, because they're starting to see some of those challenges with parking occupancy and lack of turnover, that they've actually inquired with us, what does it look like to get meters? And we said, hey, we're happy to have the conversation, but there's pros, cons, here's what it looks like, and stuff. But we haven't earnestly had those conversations, but they have even come to us.
What's the cost of putting in one parking meter? It's not that big. So I like to. Maybe $45.
$5,
It's big million. I mean, just Around $1,000?
So I think roughly the meter costs about $1,000. There are some loan fees, the installation is cost another 1,000, if I can, roughly $1,000 basically plus on.
Drop the pole and have the crew go out.
Yeah, no,
You need signage.
I knew it was more than $5.
Wires, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So there's no wires on the ground.
No,
And they're, yeah, they're an electronic device on top of it.
yeah, they're solar powered and they're, you know, they use 4G
Yeah.
communication.
That's item 6A and 6B.
So was there a question in there, your stuff, or no?
No.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
There is one thing we didn't mention, I think, that we should probably mention it, that the meters in the event and arena areas will be impacted by the construction. It will, so we're gonna start losing them a little by bits and pieces, but by the end of this year, we're expecting
Our revenue forecast
95%
increase due to the loss of all of the meters along Barack Obama between Park and Santa Clara, and then all the meters along Montgomery from Santa Clara.
there's about 140.
About 143.
Give or take.
So it will be free. There will be a construction and then there will be a couple.
What is the revenue loss for that?
That's no question. It depends if we COVID or now.
Yeah.
You know, the more events that happen. the revenue we have. Right now, I think that we are over 100, close to
There's no transit riders in volume currently, pre-COVID. Both streets were lined, 7 AM to 5 PM, and then they flipped, 5 PM would fill up with the event evening. So they were getting dual use now, they're really just functioning as event.
we had a flat rate on them. When there is a non-event is $4, and then if it is an event, we had that rate. You have an option to pay for just till 6, the event starts at 6.
That's like $200,000 in revenue, 143 we go.
Yes.
We were charging like $15 a meter.
We're doing the best, doing the best.
Yeah, it can go up. We have like-
So they were significantly less than the 30 to 35 that the lots that they were just outside of. That actually booked us to 7A, kind of that multimodal, which we kind of used historically to talk about the area. So we've kind of hit on the Lottie and Milligan conversation. Our team responsible for all things arena traffic control and management has been working in earnest with Google and the arena on what that looks like for the reconfiguration and the start of kind of phase 1, if you will, of downtown West, which was going to close Barack Obama, reconfigure streets, this phased approach for several years. But as I'm sure many of you have heard, there's been a lot of pause on Google's part to start reevaluating. And so from our perspective, lots of meetings have been canceled around that game planning effort. So we're waiting for them to kind of re-engage with us around that. But all indications had, leaning towards the removal of all those meters due to the closure and reconfiguration of the streets. Our team is on the team.
So around the San Jose State campus. Okay, so two questions. How many meters do we have? I'll say around the campus now. It might be just more than 4th and 10th and San Salvador and San Fernando. Maybe it's one more block, around that area that students are parking at. And so that's a quantity question. And then the second part is what's the rate we charge for those meters currently?
$2 an hour. As far as the number of meters, if I have my computer in front of me, tell me.
So it's $2 an hour. That's a 3-hour max.
They're mixed. I think the area there is mixed depending where
So that would go longer than 3 hours?
No, we don't have that.
Okay, so it's 1 hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, sometimes 30 minutes. Depending on what business.
So again, this is the entrepreneur in me, okay, and so I'm trying to like see it.
Go ahead. Tell me to put in more meters. Tell me.
Lawyers will give us the ability.
I heard it say that. I heard it say that.
I'm kind of going there. So I charge,
But that's the demand responsive pricing element that we brought to this board multiple times. It's not each and every time.
I'm putting out there to you guys, you know, if people can change their mind. Okay, yeah.
You got it.
You're welcome to weigh in, maybe we have you should, there's conversation. So a student pulls up on San Fernando, all right, and literally, well, this is true, park right in front of the engineering building, right? I mean, directly in front, and walk the 10 feet or 20 feet into the engineering building, go to class. And he goes to his one class and he spends $6 to park on that street and do that. Unbelievably convenient. He dodges the rain. There's no walk, there's no waiting in the garage, there's all of that. The rest of the students, right? But most students are parking in my parking garages. And if they're paying on an hourly basis, right? And you know, we have a fair number that do that. They're paying that same $2 an hour. And so here you're offering ultimate convenience, right? Next curbside convenience, and you're not getting any pricing.
We would like a recommendation from the. We talk, thing is students.
And that same applicant.
So be really careful on it.
That's sorry.
It's the, what do we do with the arena? Is we move prices up when there's an event going on. Because those parking spaces, literally right across the street, easy access to the arena. And if you're anyone to get that, what do you pay at the airport if you park in short-term parking versus a long-term parking? Right, and I'll view the parking garages as long-term parking.
And they're free for rentals.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But, well, I'm talking about on my campus.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, to your point, we're offering the price sensitive individual a zero cost option for a short-term, hour and a half. But even after that, incrementally for 2 or
But
3
I
hours.
think you're leaving massive money around the university. You're leaving all the money on the table.
Around San Pedro and around Soap and this area.
But I'd argue for my fellow downtown members who I don't think are here necessarily today, one, but you know, we're trying to entice people to go downtown, buy a sandwich or visit a shop or, you know, do things. And that's why we're giving the free 90 minutes. And that's why
Right.
this board has been pretty strong about protecting that,
Yep.
right? And Alex and I have talked about this. So you want to protect it. Well, here at the university, you leave the money on the
It's all
table.
your parameter, that's what you're
You
basing.
leave that 90 minutes on the table. And no offense to students, and I'll let you talk in just a second, but you know, they're getting the best spot in 90 minutes if the class is for an hour and they happen to luck into that spot.
What is your occupancy in your garage right now?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have and there was just a great story on this in our Spartan Daily News the other day. If you drive to the South Campus, where we have over 1,500 spots available, it takes you 8 minutes by bus to come back up here to main campus. And there's tons of spots available, rather than spending a half hour driving around looking for a parking spot.
So your offsite is not full.
No, and it's cheaper for students. Yeah, so we've lowered the rate because again, there's that airport parking thing,
Education.
you know, and so, so to me, you're just absolutely giving 90 minutes away when you do that around.
That's why they're arguing for the demand-based pricing, but for our neighborhood, I think it would work in opposite fashions.
Right.
You know, I
I
think
think
that
that
would
downtown
change.
is wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went downtown with the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But maybe you do it as selective, you know, in selected neighborhoods. I don't know.
Why, if the occupancy number were the same, why the differential?
The occupancy of,
Let's just say that 3 blocks away was just as occupied as San Fran. And the advocacy for, you should charge a premium, it's totally full, and those people get a premium for parking, it's essentially on the front doorstep. And why is that same mentality not viable for 3 blocks this way?
So logically, the thing is, right, so I'm with you, I'm completely with you,
Human nature.
right, but we're trying to send a message to
But
whether
there's
it's
a free
downtown or
parking option
Japan.
over this way, I've never bought a free parking.
Well, they have to go to class, students have to go to class, you know what I mean? They don't have to go to the Japanese restaurant in Japan, and they could go to the Japanese restaurant in Blank or Campbell or someplace where there's free parking. It's like, it's just different kind of psychology.
So there, I think you're leaving it on the table. And and I wasn't even going there, but you're undercutting me. Right, or in my parking. Right, by giving free parking on the street. Student could say, I'm gonna try to park here and hopefully I can get the free spot for the 90 minutes versus paying the $4.50 or $3 for the wrong. Yeah. Do you want to weigh in that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, students, I'm not a commuter, but a lot of my friends are. And if they're not really concerned on the rate they're charged, they're more concerned on finding a parking spot. And so they don't really care how much they pay. If they don't find a spot in like South Park Garage or somewhere near their class, they just go home. Like straight up.
When we come to the city, we got plenty of parking in our garages, more than San Fernando.
Yeah,
I can tell you what else they do, say, fucking the neighborhoods.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't want to take up any more time on this last comment. Maybe there's a revenue share we can do together. And we park, so all that inventory around the campus. I have bucks, right? It's on the spot. But all that stuff, I'm master leasing that for you, right? I'm providing everyone is going to take those spots Monday, Thursdays, right? From 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, to 5 or 6 at night. If that was, I'll say, or you can take my inventory, then I wrote you a check back for that. Right? You guys are light years ahead. You're 90 minutes ahead for every one of those free 90 minutes you're giving out. Give it some thought. A way of charging for that is really what I'm trying.
If you don't have a pass, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have a monthly pass.
Yeah.
Take a couple. So if the monthly pass applied in the fourth and San Fernando garage, which is empty, I gather, is that what you did? Underutilized.
That's availability.
Has availability, and that's across the street from the school too. He's talking about collecting that money and giving you some of it. Is that what you're basically saying?
I wasn't going to that garage, but that could be
That's
part of
right
it.
there.
It could be part of the discussion. Absolutely.
There are some students that.
Yeah.
They.
And then they just pay.
$100.
Oh, so they buy the whole package.
Because what's a semester for that cost?
$98 or something.
I don't think for semester it's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, I don't think it's much more than $98. I think that's.
That's 15 weeks, right?
Yeah,
that's
so I'm going every day, it's what, almost $8 a day. So I personally, I park at down, I think it's 6th Street. It's where the football facilities, I work for the football team. So I just go in there and I just pay for a day pass. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be there for 2 hours or I'll be there for 5 hours.
The day pass is,
For, I think it was like $8. And then when
That's my.
the tennis event was going on, when Serena Williams and all them were there, it was $20. I was like, well, shoot, I'm going to pay that because parking's here, it's across the street from my facility, so. I mean,
and maybe you generate an item and Charlie provides a presentation on what he'd like, how we'd like to change it and raise revenue for the parking fund. You're a good man.
No, I think if both of us benefit on this thing. And
So I think that
I'm-
would change the hours of operation on the meters. If you're starting, if you say 7:30 to 5, you need to.
Yeah, because you're giving away the meters for free before 9, right? And all that stuff. To me, you gotta look at neighborhoods. This is where, and she's been all over this for years. Around the university, you're giving that shit away. There's no reason to give it away.
Yeah, we proposed the demand-based price.
I hear you. No, you said demand-based pricing for the whole city. And that's what we said.
But triggered off
But
of
it is triggered.
neighborhood activity.
But yeah, like many places, it's actually going down. It might go well, yes, in that Side there, but when you go down. It's not.
But I mean, this is,
I would.
this is a new approach.
Well, I hope.
Maybe you do a pilot project in that area with your demand pricing that you want, and then you'll have some data to figure out what to do. And figure out, draw the map, draw exactly where you want them to look at it. That sounds like a fabulous idea.
It's
But for us,
money into the.
But for my customers, the problem with, in my mind anyway, I don't know if it's even true, is they don't know what they're gonna pay when they show up.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're saying it might be higher, it might be lower, but my customers come every day,
But not,
every
but not on a
day.
daily basis. It doesn't change on, it changes semi twice a year. So it's not on a daily basis.
But
It's not.
That's what it is when it's a shorts event.
Yeah, but that's different, that's.
But that's event.
Okay, that's an event, events are all different. So it's twice a year.
Based on,
That's what
We have, Charlie, other than the arena area, we have an area like the convention center where we have sort of flat rate on the street. This is a small area. We created it because the convention center is next door and we
Same
wanted,
issue.
yeah, exactly. We needed the parking rate to be on the street. Whatever it is on the bus street.
Right.
So we created those 51 spaces, something like that, and we
I think it look hard.
Anybody who's in this room and not looking at these numbers and saying, we gotta figure out a way to get some more revenue, isn't paying attention, basically, right? Am I right? We need more money, we need money. And we need something to give to her. So, how do we do that? The first thing is,
Yeah.
keep them downtown, right?
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, we're constantly playing that, you know.
Or
This
like
listening
40% occupancy in the office space.
But they're building
More office space. So they might, those guys are really smart, maybe they know something we don't know.
You said as long as you are, I think everybody expects us to, something you can send me something on screen. And I know that there are students that.
It's the same. Well, I can take a picture of it and send it.
I'm not
there's no
trying
meeting.
to. They charge what people are willing to pay.
So bring it up in the next meeting. I think it'd be great to look at all this stuff. You know, obviously, there's a revenue problem, and the revenue problem drives into the fact that both the elevators don't work in the garage by people use. You know, so we got to figure out a way.
Lost. I think we have to do the whole element. Yeah. Right, or we do the leg, or we don't have to always do the whole thing. I don't think. And even if we just call it a trial basis.
A pilot project.
Pilot project.
You know, study intent, maybe, and then you can go and blow it up to the whole city.
Or not. Or not.
Or not, if it
If
doesn't work.
the downtowns are gonna say, no way, we don't wanna have this. Just keep the pilot project going, you know, in one of these, one neighborhood, or two neighborhoods, or whatever you want to do. That makes sense for the neighborhood. As well as for, you know, for the, all of the downtowns and neighborhoods as well. We have to do what's right in both spaces. Hopefully that was helpful or interesting or something.
Thank you.
And all in the,
Cognizant of the time, I don't know if there's anything worthwhile in section 7 to really touch on. Downtown Association is here. Touched on 78, slide 18. You don't have any big items from a parking perspective.
Yeah.
Just the council.
This is pretty much.
So yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how many I have. I have a whole bunch.
Hand out to yourself.
I think I have about everybody, actually. I printed them out, you might as well look at it. So, the blue thing, I discovered over the last 4 or 5 months that people who don't come downtown do not know that there is 90 minutes free parking downtown.
I'm
They do
educating
not know it.
people about it.
And I've talked to people over and over from throughout the city, every district, and they're saying, I had no idea there was 90 minutes free parking. Now, I know 90 minutes free parking is horrible, but not for me. It's essential for my business.
And we promote it. It's on all of our pages.
So what do you say? We put a massive sign on
Yeah.
the side of the building and what do we say we put under all these signs, or you rotate between how many spaces and 90 minutes free parking?
So.
And let people know. We promote it like hell in our business. It's on our front page. We tell everybody when they're coming in to visit.
More
And
businesses
everything else.
to do that.
Right.
Well,
Well, step one
the
is,
downtown association needs to hear from the lights review.
I love that massive sign. Isn't that beautiful? You can make it out of, whatever that stuff they make out of temporary signs. Look at how big that sign is.
The final thing, right?
Just a sort of sign. Put it up on the side.
So you're in the garage, I pull into the garage, I get my 90 minutes for it, and then if I'm there the 91st minute, I got a ticket, right? And I get when I go into the garage, I go out in 89 minutes, I just go out. That's 91 minutes, then I get charged $1.50 for whatever, it's $1. So that's all fine. What about on the street? Okay, so.
Right.
Right, so I go to the chamber meeting last week, okay? I pull up across the street from the chamber, I'm in my free spot because my chamber meeting goes from 7:30 till 9 o'clock, right? And so I'm looking at my watch going, okay, chamber meeting's running over, all right? I'm at 9:05, right? Meter maid comes by, right? And I get a ticket. And because there's no way to prepay that. Extra half.
Yes, there is. There's an app.
You can prepay your meter.
Not at the meter.
Yep.
No.
I try to stick my card in and it says you don't need to pay.
Both, you can do both, right? Herbalife, if during the free period, you can pay for
You can pay it.
advance.
You can pay ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I
And
thought
same
I'd
thing,
tried that
you
'cause I've got 2 tickets now.
You
So-
can pay.
Then I see all the things I got. I think the first only pay for the $80. It's not going off, right? Those spikes don't go off. They don't even go to the party.
There's an application.
There is, which is crazy.
All right.
But I suggest parking in the garage.
Right, I try to get out of
The other thing.
That's
that we're
another
teaching-
reason, yeah.
The other
I
thing,
gotta go, my meeting.
Erin, I asked you about this the other day. The other thing is if you're at 89 and you put your ticket in when you return to the garage, you have 15 minutes to get out of the garage. And the really neat part about that for me is that when you show up to go out, the gate just automatically goes up and you don't have to put your ticket in on the way out. So we're trying to teach all our members that, which is a really nice feature so that they're not stressing out so much. So I don't know if you want us to tell people about this stuff because it hurts revenue, right? On one hand, it hurts revenue, but it's good for customers to know the options. Yeah. All right. So it's okay to tell people.
Absolutely.
So how do I get this done?
So-
In the next 2 weeks?
So, couple things.
You like that one, right?
The scrolling message is easy. So
We can
on
do
the
it.
signage, if we haven't already done it, we're working on it. It's those signs are part of the system acceptance. And so we need to check some boxes before they say, okay, now it's yours to monkey around with. Right. But that will be done.
So if you're close to right now, okay, you're not close enough.
Next up.
I'm pretty sure the paperwork they would have to.
What if
In addition to the signs.
Domestic partners, all that stuff, right?
In addition to the signs, in addition to the signs that you're showing here on the lower portion here, which is at the physical garage, all of the signs, which you can see one, yes, you see the back here, there's 13 in those
And
downtown,
we can put this on those too.
that will go on.
This is awesome. I would like to give credit to the person who brought this to my attention, my wife.
So that'll happen. Regarding the signage on the building, that I'm a little more loath to do only from a cost and maintenance standpoint.
Just put it up there till it blows off, take it down, even if it's temporary.
We'll take it under consideration.
That's no.
Well, the city does have
We have a
signage
sign
ordinance. I
ordinance,
can't.
so we can't throw things.
That sign is way in excess of that.
But we do have, correct me if I'm, do our windows decide about that on
Some signage has it, yes.
Yeah, but
Whether
it's
in the
really
lane
small.
or-
I mean, look, it's just a notion, right?
We're gonna work to do better. on
that?
it.
That and, well, that's the downtown association, because they have, that is their responsibility.
Which
That's
tells
a
you
charge
exactly what that responsibility is.
to market
Downtown.
and promote downtown and parking, all things parking. That's why we pay them. I've seen it
like a couple, so.
So from the
But
business,
it's not striking enough, right?
And I'm not the social media savvy individual, so I'm not necessarily in touch with
Why
it.
someone
You
send
know,
it to you?
Councilman Torres has over 10,000
If
people
you ever see it, send it.
signed into his newsletter, so we could put
Yeah.
a little blast as well.
Right.
I do know like downtown association or less than the newsletter, so I think if they do something like that as well, but we'll definitely shoot it out to you, because I think right now we're at 12,000 people in our newsletter.
Yeah, well, we like you, but you're already downtown. And what I've discovered is these people
People
that
all
you
over.
see over here,
How many people
they
put
have
in
no
their
idea that there's free parking downtown. And I discovered this through some things I was involved in over the last couple of months.
so
So
just by the
you don't even know this?
downtown is like working with the business, that's what they're,
This is our website.
Yeah.
First thing that
it's
pops
getting
up.
the businesses to be.
Yeah, you guys,
And
I'm not complaining about that.
That's the downtown association on our back, so we pay them to manage our website. So this website, on the top banner, the first thing you see is first name.
Yeah.
So it's intentionally on our radar to promote. To your point, I think there's some improvements to be made, whether it's adding into digital signage that we already have in our inventory and disposal, for sure.
Well, that's
Encouraging your fellow downtown businesses, because we've had this conversation, that it should be on everybody's list.
Yes.
You know, like, I want to look at your menu. Why isn't it also somewhere on there? Hey, I'm gonna come down and grab that dinner there, but even on the ones that say, how do I get downtown? Like, they've gone through the effort to describe where to go, but they don't necessarily advocate it.
Arian's point about adding into people's business website makes a lot of sense, because then to your point, if you're in Glossville and you're looking up what coffee shop to go to, sometimes at Google, you go to park, and for them to put a little banner like, hey, there's 90-minute free parking. Because if we just leave it to downtown association, they're really just communicating with downtown as well. Just like you're saying, the three is, downtown association communicates also with downtown as well, not with.
I'll go to the next 7 city council meetings during public hearing at the very beginning. I'll say, does everyone know that there's 90 minutes free parking in downtown?
I guarantee you'll get a lower audience for 10,000.
Well, I got an audience of 11 up there that need to explain that.
For your own council member, for your personal, home, right? Like, they should also advocate, because it's not just downtown's responsibility to promote downtown.
Well, I have time to do this if I'm not on the city council, so it helps a lot. Okay, so let's go through this other stuff. Thank you very much for putting it on the signs, but those signs are everywhere. So if I looked at one on the way in here, even when I was driving to
And
Banner,
there's a link at the bottom.
so I just took a run at the numbers and I fooled around with. And Charlie, you'll love this because this is you, right? But this is 1920. Okay, and so what I discovered on page 1 at the bottom.
Year 1920.
But 1920.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the roaring lion.
There were 7 Model Ts on it, so 14. So, I fooled around with it. I was kind of, what the hell do we have here, right? And so to the right of the double line, these are the spaces that are reserved for certain other people. Who knew? Did y'all know that? So 470 spaces at the convention center are for the Hilton, the Marriott, and the Westin.
No one's parking spaces.
And they're segregated off with a fence.
Well, but I think there is some government money that's.
Correct. No, I'm just saying.
I don't know if it's going to the right people.
And then I guess the Bonanza has 14 somehow, and then this Moxie thing made some kind of a deal, but I don't, they have access to, anyway, so that's not that important. So when you go down, you look at the total spaces, and 7,600 off-street, 2,200, 10,000 total spaces. The core is 6,000, which is 79%. So it's kind of interesting for me to understand that. Now, page 2 is where the rubber hits the road. Because I took those numbers and I divided them by the revenue. Now, obviously, they're just allocated out. You all allocate revenue out between various garages, but
We allocate expenses out.
yeah.
This revenue.
Revenue's out.
Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, you allocate the revenue out. Yeah, here the expense side is the other side of that segment. So, it looks like the convention and Market San Pedro are 55%. These are things you already know. of the rent, and you can see, and then all these little ones down here at the bottom, there's no revenue for any of these, right?
So that's Fairmont, Lincoln, Allen Rock.
Yeah, so there's no revenue for those. And then the expenses are what they are. Way back then, when it was 12 million, right? I think it still is 12 million, isn't it, more or less? And then here's where, you know, where you're making money and you're not making money. So it's just kind of interesting to look at it that way. And then the last one is to reason. Oh, okay. So my finance guy is jumping in this.
So the 11,818, right, that's on your off street. Is that the total of all those numbers that are above?
It should be.
Okay, just that's one of the lessons. So the 3,000 is what I partly what I was referring to before. That's in the neighborhoods.
That's on
Meters.
street parking meter. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah, on street meter. I should put.
No, I just want to make sure I understood what you're
Right. Right. And then last, these are all EV spaces, at least when I did this a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I provided this.
Right, so you get, so I'm gonna take another run at this and look at it for the next couple of years. If you will give me the numbers, I'll plug them into my things, because
These numbers are in the report.
I know,
Give you 5 locations.
I know,
So in this right,
it's in that. Okay, I'll go look back at the old one.
I have a question for the Fairmont.
Yes,
It's owned by the city, but they're the ones dealing with how, like,
so it's now called Signia, right?
yeah.
Okay.
oh, my favorite facility.
We
You guys,
We've gone back and forth with it, but
and you've got some, I know, downtown businesses that, for lack of better word, been wrong, maybe by the hotel.
yes,
Yeah,
The old hotel or the new hotel?
new. So city owns the garage, the envelope. We have zero or very, 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 very little control. We are supposed to get net revenue from that facility. If there isn't, you get your revenue from the hotel guests and anybody that elects to park there to just go about their business. It pays for all of its expenses just to operate it as a parking garage, but then gets encumbered with all sorts of hotel-related expenses. Front desk staff, cleaners, it's like an allocation of hotel, and that's all born out of agreements that were done 40 years
can we revisit
No.
this?
ago. And
It's not in
so
our favor.
Well, it's a 99-year.
99-year deal or something, so it's not
50
in your
years,
lifetime.
not in ours.
So it used to make money. It used to make the city a couple $100,000 a year in net revenue. We have not seen revenue in 5 years.
Yeah,
But before that, you did.
Yes,
Yeah.
not a lot.
Being a veterans redevelopment agency during the time of Frank Taylor, he had all these crazy parking deals he struck with everybody, but this was just a wolf deal to get the Fairmont to come.
It's bigger.
That's what- that's usually how that's done.
They had the procurement small.
So we don't have control over when they let park there.
Yeah.
You know, I think the intent of it is that, yeah, it's public parking. First and foremost for hotel guests, but if there's availability, the expectation from the city side should be that it's marketed and open and available to anyone. Whether you want to go to lunch, want to go and have a drink at the Fairmont, staying at the Fairmont, or you're just somebody that wants to do business down there. But the reality is that
It's still right.
they set the rates. There's some, the city has some say that it should be in line with other first class hotels, so it's everything. So they were charging less than the city believes they should, because they want to market something lower, because they're competitive in the environment. They don't necessarily allow a lot of outside individuals to park there, because it's just more of a headache. We don't necessarily have a say on, hey, go out with the sandwich board and start driving traffic to your facility. So that's why we are not in a position to say, you must provide parking to this business downtown. We used to get it under the old ownership. That's what it is.
Good story.
Okay.
And it's never,
Not accredited redevelopment agency right there.
Well, thank you.
All right. Apologies for being right. Well, it was 11. Have you never be late again? It's never, we actually haven't started.
We did.
By the way, I don't think, by the way, just for the record, before we adjourn, Mr. Vice Chair, I don't think I attended in November. That's when Jeannie turned off my electricity. And
You can tell us that
this
next
is-
month. We didn't do the minutes this week. Yeah,
Oh,
we have to do the minutes again next time.
we didn't pay the November minutes today. Yeah, I'm listed as being here.
Because we didn't have.
I can go back and watch the video.
Yeah.
But I thought yours was right in the summer, when you had.
I'll have to go back. I have been regularly, by the way.
I will make a comment.
11:42.
But for the record, I've been teaching issues way too often.